Yo, what's up, you guys? Fears, audience, audience, fears. What is up? It's been a good day today. It's been a good day. Um, I got lots to tell you guys. Um, but yeah, it's been a pretty good day. Um, I gotta say, this has probably been one of the best days that I've been here. I got to spend a lot of time with family, a lot of time with family, and let's see, a lot of time with family and a lot of time with friends. So yeah, today was a better day. James, yo, what's up? Pretend stories, yo, what's up? James, I don't know if you heard, buddy, but the reason why I'm in Missouri is my father passed away. So there's that. So it was very terrible, but I'm glad my dad is in no more pain. My dad was in so much pain, it was beyond belief. Suffering with prostate cancer, that's no joke, dude. That's crazy. So yeah. So anyway, I got a whole bunch of stuff to tell you guys. First of all, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm okay. You know. Am I good? No, but I'm just okay. I'm just all right. So yeah. James says, "Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. I appreciate that, James. Thanks so much." So today's Sunday. The funeral is this weekend. So the viewing and the funeral is this weekend. But I'll tell you guys what I've been doing for the last couple of days. So yesterday we went to my dad's old church, like the church that he grew up in, like as a kid. I used to go to this church too, until we moved to like O'Fallon and Wentzville, and then we went to the same church but a different congregation. So yeah, so we're having my dad's funeral in his old church that he grew up in, and it's the same church that my mom and dad got married in. So so we went to that church. We went to that church, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen, like, like when you go to a funeral, there's little posters up of like pictures of the deceased. So me and my brother went into my mom's basement, and we scavenged through thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of photos of like just my dad in the army, uh, my dad with me and my brother and my mom like on vacations, and we just picked like the most epic pictures of like my dad's life, and then epic photos and epic memories. Like when I'll give you one memory that I pulled that I found. I found like tons of pictures of me and my dad like at my Boy Scout stuff. So, like camping and like those Pinewood Derby cars that you make with your dad. We won almost every single time because my dad is just so good at making those Pinewood Derby cars because he used to make them with his dad when he was in Boy Scouts. So I pulled all those out. We pulled like vacation pictures out. And yesterday we spent like a good, oh man, how many hours were we at that church? I'd say 4 or 5 hours. And we were making like posters, uh, and putting all these like pictures on these posters for my dad's funeral. So even though it was kind of a sad time, it was fun making those posters because my entire family was there. Like there was like 30 people that showed up, which is awesome. And me and my brother said, "Hey, thanks a lot for everybody showing up. It really means the world to us." And I took a picture of like the poster that I made. So um, I'll probably put it on my Facebook and my Instagram at some point. But yeah, so we did that. Um, and then my mom made a whole bunch of like food for the event. So yeah, so we we had like tons of people show up, tons of food, all that. So yeah, I heard about that. Pretend stories. Pretend stories says big hurricane coming in to Florida, buddy. That's what I was hearing. Like Sam told me about it. Sam told me about it, and now you just told me about it. I think Randy said something. I think Tinder Immortal says, "Yo, what's up, Tinder Immortal?" I was just updating everybody what I've been doing. Um, Yesterday, I don't know if you heard Tinder Immortal. Yesterday, we went to my dad's old church and we spent like 4 or 5 hours. You know when you go to a funeral, there's all like posters with like pictures and shit of like the deceased. So me and my brother went through thousands and thousands and thousands of photos from the Fears archive. That's right, Fears has an archive. So um, the Mockingbird is not the only one that has an archive. And uh, we went through the Fears archive, picked out a million photos, and each person, like 30 to 35 people showed up, and we all made a poster. And then my mom made all this food and stuff. So even though it was a sad thing that we were doing, it was fun to see all of my family because I haven't seen that many Fearses in a room. There was like 30 Fearses that showed up. So that was kind of cool to talk to everybody that I haven't seen in some I hadn't seen in years and some I haven't seen in months, and so yeah. And the um the viewing and the funeral is this weekend. Excuse me for a second. Oh, it's Randy. Hello?
Hey, Fierce, what's up?
Randy. I'm just doing a live.
Me and my mom are watching your stream right now, and Mom said you might want to stay in Missouri, dude, because it's getting really bad down here. The weather has been really horrible, and
Okay.
you probably don't want to come down here.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
you want to come down Friday or Saturday.
I'm gonna be here for a little while longer, Randall, because
Well, that's good. That's good.
the funeral is like this weekend. So, and then I may stay another week after the funeral, buddy. I haven't decided when I'm gonna come back.
Okay, we just started watching the stream like 2 or 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, like Sam told me about it, and then you told me something about it, right?
Yeah, it's getting bad down here. You don't want to come here for like maybe the next 3 or 4 days.
Oh, I won't be back in 3 or 4 days, buddy.
Okay, good, good. Then that's a good thing
Because you called me a few days ago, right? And it was either you or Sam told me about the hurricane coming.
Yeah.
I think it was both of you guys, maybe. When is it supposed to hit? Like when is it supposed to touch down?
It's supposed to hit either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
And where is it supposed? Is it the whole state of Florida, or is it certain parts, or what?
I only know about the part that I live in. I don't know about the part that you live in.
Okay. Well, buddy, I appreciate you and your mom watching, and I appreciate the update, man.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Get back to your stream.
And tell your mom I said hi and give her a big hug for me.
Okay, talk to you later.
All right, later, Randall. It's always epic to have an epic cameo by my best friend, Randall Brown. Well, the weather sounds sucky. The weather sounds sucky down there. So yeah. Um, let's see here. Pretend Story says, yeah, it's not looking good. Oh man, that's crazy. It's crazy. Tinder Immortal says, oh my god, I thought that was my phone. No, it's my phone. But what if it really was your phone, Tinder Immortal? Dun dun dun. No, I'm just joking. Anyway, so that's what I was basically telling everybody. Tinder Immortal. So we did that yesterday. We did that yesterday at church, and then all of a sudden, we're driving back to my mom's house, which is I'm in the guest bedroom. I pretty much have the laptop on the phone. The laptop on the floor. Maybe one of these days I'll do like a house tour. I don't know. I don't know if my mom wants her house all over the internet. Probably not. So that's why I film a lot in the guest bedroom. So yeah. So as we're driving back, all of a sudden my buddy Eric calls me. He's like, "Hey, Fears." He goes, "I really want to show my support, man." He goes, "I'm your best friend. I love you, buddy." He's like, "Do you just want to get away for a little while, like all the sadness?" And I was like, "That actually would be fantastic." And then so Tinder Immortal Pretend Stories, my buddy calls me. He's like, "Well, Fears, why don't you just come over to my house?" He's like, "Me and my wife, like, we'll make some barbecue." I guess this was a setup because I thought it was just going to be me, Eric, and his wife. I get over there. Not only is Eric there, Eric's wife, my buddy Jesse's wife that I'm friends with, Tommy, my buddy Tommy, and Tommy's girlfriend. There was like 6, 7 people over there, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" And they're like, "Well, Fears, like, we love you, buddy. We're friends. We've been friends since the end of the 8th grade. Like, dude, we want to show support, and we feel so bad that you're going through all this bullshit." And I was like, "I appreciate that. I appreciate that." And so Eric started grilling. I helped him grill a little bit. I can grill. That's probably the one thing I do know how to cook. My dad showed me how to grill. Eric showed me how to grill. So maybe one of these days I'll do a vlog and I'll buy a grill. Like, not a big one, just a little grill, and I'll grill on my apartment balcony. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I don't know. We'll see. Uh, I gotta figure out if I'm gonna have enough money to pay all my bills and keep my apartment and stay down there, or if I finally just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna move back here for a little while and like help my mom and shit. So I told LC I'm gonna try and go to that thing he told me about. He said there's like an employment agency because you guys know I got so sick and tired of that fucking security company. I'm just like, yeah, whatever, the hell with you guys. I'm like, you're not giving me any hours. You're just dicking me around. So I'm done. I'm like, I'm just out of here. But I did it politely. I didn't really say anything, and I said, hey, I'm gonna go visit my family for a little while. And they're like, well, do you still want us to look for work? And I was like, I'm like, if you want. And then I never heard back from them again. And I said, anyway, I said, I really appreciate it. And I said, you guys have a nice day. And I said, probably when I get back, I said, I'll probably turn in my uniform. And I said, I think I'm just going to try somewhere else. I said something to that alliance. And they're like, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. So I haven't really heard from my boss in forever. So I don't know. Let's see. Chicken Wizard says, the Randy man can because he mixes it with love and makes the fears feel good. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Chicken Wizard. Randy's awesome. Randy's a really good friend of mine. Randy's awesome. James says, make sure your apartment allows the grill. Oh, yeah, you can. I see people grilling all the time, man. People grill all the time. So anyway, so I went over to my buddy Eric's. There's like 7 people over there. So there was me, Eric, Eric's wife, Jesse's wife, so that's 5. Tommy's girlfriend, that's 7. Who else? Was there 7 or was there 8? Tommy. So Trent wasn't there because Trent lives in another state and he's working. I did get a phone call from Trent saying, "Hey, Fears, we're so sorry." So I went over there, and that was so nice of my buddy Eric. He was like, "Hey, Fears, like I feel bad, man," and I was like, "Hey, man," I'm like, "I appreciate that," and he's like, "I want us." He goes, "I don't know if you can call it fun Fears, because you're here on a sad note." And I said, "Yeah," I said, "but," he goes, "at least it'll be cool to come and hang out with some friends." And I was like, well, that'll be fun hanging out with friends. And he's like, well, hey, he goes, I just bought a whole bunch of meat, man. So, like, I'm going to, like, grill up some hot dogs and some hamburgers and some steak burgers and stuff. And I was like, you don't have to, buddy. But I'm like, I really appreciate that. I'm like, that means a lot to me. He's like, oh, Fears, of course, man. He goes, it's been a whole week and a half of nothing but, like, funeral plans. And I was like, yes, I said, it's been a lot. I said, it has been a lot that Fears has had to go through. So it's been crazy. So yeah. So we pretty much hung out till like 1:45 in the morning last night. So me and Eric had a couple of beers. I couldn't have too many. I couldn't have too many because I had to drive. So I said, "Hey Eric," I said, "I'm only gonna have 2 beers and cut myself off, buddy. You know, because if you have one or two, you're fine." So I just had 1 or 2 beers. All the other guys, they ended up drinking a lot, you know. So I said, well, if I didn't have to drive, I said I would drink a whole bunch. But I said I'm not gonna drink and drive, you know. So I said I'll have 1 or 2 beers, cut myself off, and then I drank coffee and water the rest of the night, which I pretty much sobered up really quick. And then we had a whole bunch of like hot dogs, hamburgers, and then we just talked about my dad, and we talked about like old times and stuff, and us planning like future hangouts and shit. Like all of the guys, because you guys gotta understand, me, Eric, Tom, Jesse, Trent, like we're like all the American, like we were the American Pie group of our generation. We did everything together. So I stayed there till about 1:45. All of a sudden, I look at the watch and I'm like, "Oh man, it's 1:45." I'm like, "I need to get out of here." And he's like, "Oh, what are you doing tomorrow, Fears?" Which is today. I said, "Oh, I gotta get up." I said, my 2 British uncles are in town for the funeral, and they promised to help my mom with some yard work. Well, of course, I want to be a good son, so I volunteered to help them with the yard work, and my brother volunteered. So it was me, my brother, my mom, my 2 British uncles, and then my brother's wife. So the 6 of us, and we were pretty much doing yard work. Not all day, but I didn't get home until like 2 because it's kind of my buddy Eric lives not too far away from my parents, but it's a good 10-15 minute drive. So I didn't get home until like 2:05. And I said, I'll just shower in the morning. So I pretty much just put on some like comfy clothes and went right to bed, brushed my teeth, and then it only took me like 2 minutes. And then I woke up around 10ish, and my uncles were coming over like at 11:45 to start the yard work. And so I just got up, had a shower, had something to eat real quick, and then as soon they got here right at 11:45, and we worked from 11:45 to about 4 on the yard work. So it didn't take us too long to get all the yard work done, so it wasn't too bad. Let's see here. Chicken Wizard says, "Do you think you'll move back to Missouri?" I don't know. I really don't know, Chicken Wizard. I'm leaning towards that because, um, like now I don't have a job, you know, and I've been trying to find a job. I've been applying. That's why I brought my laptop. So it depends on if I can find a job. If I find a job, Chicken Wizard, then I'll probably stay in Florida. If I can't find a job soon, I'll probably just pay like, the last month or two of rent, and I'll just have my brother come like with a U-Haul, and we'll just pack up all my stuff, and then I'll come back here, and I'll probably stay at my parents' house for a couple of weeks until I can find a job, and then I'll just save up my money and get an apartment, and I'll I'll figure it out, you know. Because it kind of sucks that I'm leaving Florida because I love living in Florida and I feel like I failed. But I got to figure out my life, man. I got to figure this out, and I can always move back to Florida if I wanted to, Plus, my mom may need me, So, yeah. They were your CKY crew. Yeah, pretty much. Well, they weren't just that. They weren't just that, Chicken Wizard. Like, they've been like my best friends since like the end of 8th grade. So yeah. Goat hit the wait. Go. Oh, gotta hit the sack. I was like, what are you talking about, goats and shit? I was like, I don't know what James is on about. Instead of saying got to, he said goat. I was like, goat hit the sack, and I was like, I don't know what he's on about. Gotta hit the sack, brother. Again, so sorry about your father. Cancer sucks. Oh yeah, it sucks. It definitely sucks. But thanks, James. I'll see you later, buddy. Have a nice one. So that's pretty much what we've been doing, guys. That's the update. I just wanted to see how you guys were doing. I've been on this like Master Chef like kick. Fears gets on these kicks of what I watch on YouTube because I didn't bring any movies to watch. I was like, oh, I said I'll be fine with my laptop. I'll just watch, some YouTube stuff. So I've been at night. I've been doing these Master Chef kicks. So I've just been watching Master Chef, and I've been kind of editing here and there, But I haven't really filmed anything. Oh no, well, I filmed a couple of videos of Enzo. So when I get back, I'll probably edit that video together. But yeah. So it's just been kind of I don't know. It's just been kind of crazy. Things are. I'm sure eventually Fears will get its life in order and things will be back to normal, but it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a while. I hate to be so depressed, but like my dad's passed away, so I hope you guys understand. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute for me to get back to my happy-go-lucky self. So yeah. Pretend Story says I'm gonna take you for some all-you-can-eat wings on Monday at Gators one of these days. If you want to, Pretend Stories, that'd be awesome, man. I think we should meet first, And if we're gonna do this, if we're gonna do a Pretend Story, we should do it like right when I get back to Florida, because I don't know if I'm gonna stay. And if I do find a job, it probably won't be on Mondays, buddy. I'm gonna try to get the weekends off, and if I get a job, like LC told me to go to that job hiring agency thing, so that's what I'm gonna do right when I get home. So yeah. So I told my mom, I said, if I get a job like $18 or $19 an hour, then I can probably afford the rent. Then I'll probably stay. I said if I can't find something like that, then I'm just gonna come home because I'm so sick and tired of fucking trying, and I just gotta figure things out. So when I come back, it's gotta be it's probably gonna have to be quick Pretend Stories. Well, Sam said as soon as I get back, we're gonna do a gaming stream because that may be the very last gaming stream until, if I do move back, that may be one of the last few gaming streams. So I don't know. We'll have to figure this out. So, however it turns out, I just wanted to thank you guys for all your love and your support. Your love and your support and your blessings and your prayers, and however it's meant to be, I'm sure we'll figure it out. Pretend Story says we can do evenings when you're not working, buddy. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I just gotta find a job first, but I think we should meet Pretend Stories, and I'll definitely get you in a vlog. And you know what you should do? I'll put the camera right in you, and I'll just zoom it up, like I'll be like this. I'll zoom it up right in your face, and you know what you should do? You should look right into the camera and say, Fears, for Christ fucking sake, upload the goddamn Sleepaway Camp review, you motherfucker. That's what you should say. And what I'll do is, I'll put that at the beginning of the Sleepaway Camp review at some point. That's what you need to do, Pretend Stories. That's what you need to do. Be like, Fears, for fuck's sake, you goddamn son of a bitch. Upload the goddamn review, you motherfucker. Some shit like that. PS4 Gaming says hi. What up? Lots of ladies there. What, a Gators? Oh, nice. Well, they used to have a Gators close to me, but they closed it down, and now they have that Friar Tuck place, like, near my house. So I don't know where they moved Gators to. Gators was there, and then COVID hit, and I guess they didn't do very well, so they're like, try bye, see you later, peace, deuce, I'm out, and then they left, and then the Friar Tuck place, the Friar Tuck place was in that small little shop, and then they said, oh, well, they're leaving, we'll take that big thing, and then they moved in there. And then I don't know who's in the little space where Friar Tuck was, but now Friar Tuck's huge. So, Pretend Stories, if you know where a different Gators is, you let me know because I don't know where another Gators is. But me and Eric was gonna come down before Gators moved like a year or two ago. He just got so busy, and we were gonna go to Gators. And I said, "Hey Eric, guess what, buddy?" And this was a while ago when I said this. I said, "Gators is not there." He went, "Oh really, Fears?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "It's gone." I said, "Now there's a British restaurant there." And he's like, "Do you go to the British restaurant?" I was like, "Yeah, I go all the time." I said, "I love that British restaurant." And and he's like, "Well, where the hell did Gators move to?" And I was like, "The hell if I know." I'm like, "I have no idea." So yeah, they got so many locations, buddy. We got to go to the downtown Orlando one. Oh, nice. Well, hey, I'm up for it, man. I'm up for it. Fears has only got like $110 left, so I need to get working quick. Because if I'm being honest, if I can find a better job and stay in Florida, I will. And then like, fly out sometimes to help my mom, then that'll be great. I really don't want to move because I really want to save up my money and I want to go for that flight attendant job. But the only thing is with that is you have to save your money because you back in the day, like when I tried the flight attendant thing the first time, um, they flew you out. They flew you out. They flew you out to do it. And now you have to fly yourself out for the interview and all that training course. So I'm gonna have to save up my money and do all that shit. So yeah. So yeah. I'm gonna miss the Fears and Sam streams, but you gotta do what is right for you. Well, I'm not saying no yet, Pixel. I mean, there's still time. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find a job in time. But if I can find a job in time before I have to re-sign my lease, because that's the kicker. Like if I can find it before, then I can re-sign my lease. Then there it is. If I can't find a job in time, then I'll probably just pay like the last couple of months of rent and then be like, I gotta move back. So yeah. So I'll keep you guys updated. So yeah. But let's hope not that doesn't happen. But if it does happen, I'm probably just gonna stay with my mom for a couple of weeks and then I'll get some type of job and then I'll find an apartment and then I'll have to figure it out. And I'm still either way I'm still gonna go for that flight attendant job because if I get the flight attendant job and there's a base in Orlando, then I'm just gonna be based in Orlando. So then I'll just move right back there. So there it is. Anyway, I just wanted to say hi, guys. I wanted to do a quick live stream tonight, if I have time. Tonight, Pixel gave me a whole bunch of those jump scares. So I think there's like 10 jump scares. So I'm gonna edit them into like a 2-3 minute video, and it's gonna be like a collab. It's gonna be a whole collab video of jump scares. So be sure to check that out on FearsMan26 either tonight or tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna upload. So yeah. Pixel says a friend of mine is going to be in Florida in a few weeks for a family vacation, and he is going to a con there called Spooky Empire. I think you would love it. You would love it next year. Oh, dude, I've heard about it, Pixel. I've heard of Spooky Empire. So yeah, if I did move back, I probably would save up my money and fly out and do Spooky Empire and then fucking fly back. But if I can stay there, if I can stay in Florida, I will. If I can't, I'll move back. I mean, worst case scenario, I fly back here for a couple of months, get my life in order, find an epic job, and then I move right back to Orlando. We'll see. Pixel says, have a good one, Fears. Hope everything improves. It can't get much worse, Pixel. So, yeah, I appreciate it. I haven't seen Exhumed Visions in quite a while. So, Exhumed Visions, I hope you're doing well. He wrote me on Instagram a while back. So, Exhumed Visions, I hope you're doing good, buddy. Anyway, I'm taking off, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26 and Fears Vlogs. And check me out on TikTok at FearsMan26. Yeah, things are just kind of crap right now. A lot of emotions. Man, it doesn't even feel like real right now. I'm being serious. Like, it feels like my dad's still here. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know, man. It feels crazy. Anyway, I gotta take off. I'm gonna go take a shower, and I haven't eat dinner yet. So anyway, uh, yeah. But anyway, pretend stories. The minute I get back, um, you follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Write me on Instagram or Twitter, or write me on a live stream. Tell me where to meet you, and we will hang out, buddy. And I will get you in some fucking vlog, because and then I'll finally get to find out what Pretend Story's real name is. Because I don't know. I know some of your guys' real names, but most of you guys, I have no idea who the hell you are. And you guys have been my fans for years. So finally, Pretend Stories, I'll get to know your name finally. I'll put a profile picture to a face. All right, I'm taking off, guys. Anyway, Pixel says it'll get better. Oh God, I sure hope so. Can't get any worse. And I have her word. We'll see if she actually goes through with it. Casey says when I come back, she wants to go to church with me, and she wants to have lunch. We've heard this before. We've heard it before, but we'll see. If she actually does it, I'll be like, wow. Like, why did it take 3 years? I'm astounded. But I'll take her word for it. But I'm not holding my breath. So she may have just said all that stuff to make me feel better because my father has passed away. But if she really wants to go to church with me, because if I do move back, I'm going to go to my new church family in Orlando and say, hey, I have to move back. You guys are wonderful. Nice to meet everybody. I may be back, in a year or two. But I wanted to tell my Orlando church family goodbye, like one last time before I move back. We'll see. We'll see. Pretend Story says, I think we'll find you a new mate, bud. Well, listen, Pretend Stories, Fears is single and I'm ready to mingle. So maybe we can find some hot slut at Gators. No, I'm just joking. We don't have to find a hot slut. Just a nice, wholesome, respectable girl, buddy. All right. I'm tired, and I've got some editing to do because I haven't even started on the jump scare video, but I am going out of my mind with things to do. It's so boring here in Missouri. That's why I moved away. And I've had it up to here with funeral arrangements. I just don't even want to think about it anymore. It's too depressing. It's too sad. And Fears is, I swear to God, I broke down like 12 times already within this last week and a half. So I don't want to break down on camera, so I better go because I'm already starting to get a little teary-eyed, so I better take off. But I appreciate all your guys' love and support and all your guys' understanding. And Pixel, tell Visions to shoot me a message, buddy. I hope Visions is doing well, and I hope everybody else is doing well. And again, I appreciate all the love and the support and the prayers and the blessings and just everything, guys. You guys are fucking amazing. Keep up the prayers, keep up the blessings, keep up everything, guys. This next year is gonna be really hard for Fears. Just when things were starting to like kind of cool down, chill, mellow, and all this other fucking craziness had to happen. Anyway, I'm taking off. Anyway, this is Fears. You guys, I'm bidding you guys a fond farewell. Peace, deuce, love, and I'm